Hello YouTube. Um, just wanted to let everyone know that I use FltPlan Go. Just do a quick overview of it. And so this is my kneeboard layout here. So here we go. So this is if you go to the app, and I have it on a Samsung tablet and then it's working just fine for me. This is what it's going to look like. This is like your home page on the actual web page here. So all your tools are over here. So if you want to know how to do your weight and balance on your airplane, what you can put in here, so there's the airplane that I have. You just click on it, and then you put in your information here, and it does it all right there. So it's really useful for that, to quick get that done. But also, again, with aviation being a redundant thing here, on the tools tab over here on the side of the app, weight and balance, there's the airplane, and I can go down here and add all kinds of applicable information here. And then let's say this was just then you just hit the calculate button up here, and then it drops it up right there. Does your takeoff weight, your landing weight, and your empty fuel weight, CG. And I've done this with paper to confirm that this is calculating correctly, and it is, so I rely on this. So yeah, you just go back to the web page here. So everything over here is what you're going to want to know about that. So that is the first tab here on the left side. Then you go to the airports. My videos you see are all out of Oshkosh, so you go down there, type in KOSH. Oh, that's it. You click on it, and there is Oshkosh Airport. So again, this is my kneeboard. So this is everything I want to know. I have make a Wi-Fi hotspot that I connect my phone to, that this connects to, and therefore, at least most of the time, unless when I'm not flying real high, I can get live information here. So Basler Flight Service tells you about the FBO, tells you about the FBO, if it'll load here, just the address, fuel prices, and general information about the airport, frequencies. Take those with a grain of salt. Sometimes for some reason they don't put the last digit in. If it's like 125.975, it'll just say like 97. So just, again, as the pilot in command, you have to know everything about your flight, so just make sure you kind of double check all that information. Tells you about the runways. Here we have instrument approaches. So I'm just going to be starting the instrument course here. So let's just say I want the RNAV GPS 9 approach, and then it puts the plate right there on your screen with your position here. So I live west of the airport, so that's where I actually am right now, right there. So that's nice, because then you can know if you're on the approach, kind of a double check with the GPS on the panel, the 430W, and this, just again, the redundancy really helps a lot here. So go back, you get live weather, so that's the current METAR, and you get some forecasts for Appleton, because they have TAFs, so you can use that, and just some METARs from the surrounding area if you want them. All pops up automatically. Your MOS weather forecast, Saturday looks good, which is good because I'm going out Saturday just for a local flight of the area. It even tells you the NOTAMs here. So currently middle of winter, so there's the FICON reports, kind of been like that for the past few months, but that's a pretty short list of NOTAMs. And then your remarks. So left patterns for everything. They generally put you on the right, but it defaults to the left. And just anything you want to know, just so you can just know everything you need to know. Airport diagram. It will put that little red airplane will be on here, so you can follow, so you know where you are. So if I am at taxiway hotel and they're using 27, Generally, it's when I call up ground, they'll say Foxtrot across the ramp to Bravo 4, cross 23, hold short 27, and that's pretty normal. And you can just follow yourself along. Or when Donald Trump visited, there was big, huge cargo planes, military cargo planes loading, and the ramp was closed, so it was, since it changed it up, it was Foxtrot to November 4 to Bravo, cross Alpha to the ramp, Bravo 4, cross 23, hold short 27. Boy, it is nice to follow yourself around, especially when we're going through them hot spots, taxiing the 2 mile or so taxi down to 3.6 every once in a while. It is sure nice to have that. So then you go back, you got your AFD. So again, anything you want to know, this is where you're really going to get all your information, but your frequencies, such and so forth. This is a free app. I don't know if I said that already, but I don't pay anything for this, and I've not been disappointed. So that's the oopsies. So loading this view again here. So if I go to the maps, so this is, I have the layers on where I can see the like the TFRs, which there's one right there, and the special use areas. So and then obviously I have the airports in there, but so there I am, and there's the Oshkosh Airport. I have on here a route, just kind of playing around with it, down to Arkansas. And you can have that line draw you all the way down to Arkansas. And so this little tiny airport right here is where I was kind of playing around with it the other day. And so KDRP, I can click on that and it goes, oh, you're going to this airport? Would you like to view it? And it immediately brings it right up for you. This is a pretty basic airport. There's not much going on, but it just tells you all that kind of stuff. So in the air, and, oh yeah, another thing too here, you see all the weather information here. You can have it show you all this. It's great for situational awareness as you're doing like cross countries. So you know if you're coming to a front, or if maybe it's unexpected, where your military operations areas are right here. And if you click on it, it tells you that it starts at 8,000 feet, so I can fly easily under this one, and it's no big deal. Do it all the time. I'll fly under that one all the time. So there's KOSH. Let's say I wanted to go to MKE. I wanted to go to Mitchell for some reason. Hit done, and there it goes. It drops the line down just like that. So, so therefore that's kind of nice. And then it has all the runways available for you. So as you approach them, and let's say they just say enter left base for runway 13, because your ship is going to be following you up here. This airplane will actually be following, and it's live GPS. You can actually see that you're going on the left base for runway 13, because it's telling you the kind of gives you the very long extended runway center line there. So that is fantastic. So this is an old drop zone apparently. Yeah, I guess this place is closed, but it's still in here. Anyway, free app, what are you gonna do? So I can get rid of that. Oh yeah, and then up here it tells you your magnetic course and how many miles. So it really helps for planning and situational awareness. And also if you were going somewhere, let's clear this. I need to get somewhere now. Present position to KOSH. Done. There it is. So I can be out somewhere, and it'll tell you that. This is really just fantastic. So we'll drop that down here. Again, you can have your layers. You got the special use areas and the TFRs up at all times here. So what I put on here, I want the sectionals, and if I go to settings and downloaded maps only, it'll just put the stuff I use. So now you see there's a much smaller map because I've just downloaded that. So that means when I'm flying, as it's trying to follow along, it won't try to download the maps continuously. And if I were to go somewhere down here, I could just download the map and then then you get your full sectional, which are easy to keep track of. And you know, again, looking at Oshkosh up here has all your current information. Oops, I wish you'd focus. There it is. So yeah, anything you need to know. You know, for flight training, we did a lot over at New Holstein. So I was able to figure out that. And then there's one of my videos landing at Sheboygan. So right over there. So this is just an absolutely fantastic app. One thing I think that's all. I mean, that's the basics of it. That's a lot of what you use it for. The nav logs. I prefer the paper ones, at least at this point in my life, because these ones are a little putsy. External, so if you want to hook up your X-plane to it and use it, or your what's the Stratus 3, or just anything to have your ADS-B, you can do that. Checklists, yeah, I mean you can put them in there. I just still use the one written in the airplane. Weather for Oshkosh. So then here's the last 4 hours of METARs. You know, your forecast, terminal stuff, recent NOTAMs, PIREPs for the area. I mean, your situational awareness is absolutely incredible on this thing, especially for a private pilot. You go to your tools, again, you got your weight and balance. Go back to tools here. You can calculate your winds, density, altitude. So let me show you this. So let's go to Oshkosh again, KOSH. And so let's say you're getting close to your crosswind limits. Let's say the 1836 is closed for an incident, so they need you to land on 927, but the winds are from 350 at 16. Oh, I got a 172. The crosswind component, a max crosswind component is 15. Am I going to have to divert? Wind calculation for runway 27. The wind is from 350 at 16, and therefore you would know that you are over your crosswind limit. You should probably divert or stick around and hold and see if that runway comes back open, so you're not going over. But yeah, it calculates all that for you. And so if I were to click on 3.6, yeah, your crosswind component's 2.8. That's no big deal. Does all that for you, and even puts an arrow down here so you can kind of, again, keep yourself situationally aware. Yep, you got that right crosswind as you come in. Just anything you need to know, it's on here. If you have any questions about it, I can go on and on, I suppose. But if you have any questions about it, just send me a message in the comments there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I do have one, like I said, a full-time job doing something completely unrelated to aviation. But I am starting out my career here. So, have any questions? Let me know. Thanks, guys.